Hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys liked the Q&A video that I did yesterday. I hope you got all your questions answered that you wanted to know. I appreciate all the submissions that I did get. And like I said before, if you want to submit me something, you can send it by email to rhwoodshop@gmail.com with the subject line #AskRH, and I'll do that or feature what I can on the next Q&A episode. I try and cram as many as I can in there. Did you guys like the project for the 2x4 contest that I did yesterday? I thought it was pretty cool. This is the first time I've actually bought a clock mechanism this huge before. I tried to find a 2x4 that was not from the center part of the tree where, you know, the grain just kind of in a circular pattern, but man, it's hard to find a 2x4 that isn't cut from the heart of the tree. When you have a cut that does that and you join them together, they tend to want to bow. If you can kind of see that, it's kind of bowing like this. There's not a lot I could really do to fix that, and it was actually flat whenever I did it, but it has since started to bow, and mainly that's just because I really didn't give it a whole lot of time to acclimate in my shop. I ended up just having to get it and go, but I mean, it'll still hold up, it'll still hang on the wall fine. I'm not worried about it so much, but there's one thing that I did learn from doing that project, and that was to double check what it is you do before you do it. I was so happy with my wood burning, and then I covered it up with a hammerhead, and I was just so upset when I went to put those hammers on and I covered half of it up. I'm like, no! I don't know, it's just one of those live and learn things. Let's see, I wanted to give some shout outs to some people that have submitted things to me since my website has taken a while to get up, and me having the time just to keep updating it all the time, which is why I'm going with the website designer Josh Wessel that had contacted me a while back to keep up with my website, because it's just difficult for me to get it all done. But some people had submitted some things to me, some projects, and I wanted to kind of give a shout out. Frank Tarte actually submitted a pocket hole jig for his pocket hole jig. Let's see, a jig for his pocket hole jig. To be able to make pocket holes in a dowel rod. I've never really seen that before, and the only reason that he did it, he kind of explained it to me today, is that the manufacturer that made the chair that he had to do the repair on used pocket holes, and the dowel, or excuse me, the mortise hole for the dowel was too big, so they had to screw it in. And he was just wondering why they did that, and I was like, you know what? Manufactured furniture is kind of why it sucks, because they really don't take the time like we do as craftsmen to make our projects, you know, perfect. So I did like his fix that he did, so I think it turned out fine. He also did a QA knockoff video for woodworking for mere mortals, the other side. Something Steve Ramsey would probably get a kick out of. I'm going to leave a link in the description below, you can find that out. But one of my favorite sayings that he did on there, it was just a mock question, is like, what's the difference between 220 grit sandpaper and 150 grit sandpaper? And his answer was 70 grit. I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. T-Odds Culver actually sent me a couple of nightstand pictures that he did, and I think the wood that he used was zebra wood. It turned out really beautiful, and it had some really pretty lines to it. I was really impressed with how those came out. He also said to me that I kind of got his juices flowing to make some more jigs. You like my air quotes? Yeah. He actually sent me some pictures of some table saw fence jigs that he made. One of them looks like a tenoning jig, and he's really happy with those, and I'm glad that he got out in the shop to make those, so good job on those jigs. Randy Cummings also built a teacher's mailbox for his daughter's school. I guess they were needing some places to store some of the mail, because I guess they didn't have it, so now his daughter has something to brag about. It's like, my daddy built that, so that's pretty cool. So Randy, good job on that too. I also wanted to give a big shout out to Don Dean. He's actually from Oklahoma, from Yukon, which is not far from me, about maybe 40 minutes just west of me. And he actually sent me some things in the mail, and he actually sent some to Woodworking for Mere Mortals too. He sent me a whole bunch of stuff. Biscuit Joinery from Fine Woodworking DVD. He also sent me the Wood Whisperer Simple Varnish Finish DVD. I've actually been wanting this, so this is cool. Thank you very much for that. He also sent me some hardware, some little screw knobs, and a whole bunch of random things there that I can put to use, because I've used things like that before. He also sent me some project plans from what may have come from Woodcraft, but it's an heirloom rocking cradle. a plywood workbench from Fine Woodworking, some plans for a box joint jig, and the envelope. I don't really have a need for the envelope, but you know, maybe I'll take down your address and might send you something later as a thank you. But Don, I really appreciate this very, very much, and it was a great surprise to see that in my mailbox. So that just made my day, and thank you very much for everything that you sent me. Project ideas that I wanted to kind of get your opinion on. Aside from the assembly table that's going right here, I do have a couple of ideas that I thought, you know, some people might want to build, kind of like the dead blow mallet. I ended up making a Sanders block a while back too, whenever I made my first carpenter's mallet. And it has, you know, centering screw, and it's made out of walnut and pecan, and it's a really handy item to have. The only thing I wish I'd have done is to plug this hole, because I epoxied the screw in there, but I didn't fill it. And when I run over something kind of sharp, it punches a hole in my paper, and it's kind of sucky. So I might make one of these for y'all to see. And then I'm gonna make some, man, that's got dust all in it. I'm gonna make some more zero clearance inserts for my table saw. And when I make them, I tend to have double uses for them. Like one side here will be for a thin kerf, the other side will be for a standard 1/8 inch kerf. And then I make a whole bunch for my dado stacks on the different widths that I have, because I don't know if you've seen some videos that have been recently posted, especially one for a 2x4 competition. I didn't get his name, but he was actually in the process of making his project, and during a simple cutoff, one of the pieces, the cutoff piece, actually went into the insert plate because it wasn't zero clearance, and he got a little scared, so he kind of moved out of the way, and before he could push that 2x4 all the way through, it caught on the back of the blade and shot behind him into the wall. So he ended up changing his project to make a shelf, and basically to teach him, as well as everybody out there, a lesson that you need to be really careful with your power tools, and safety is always going to come first, and you need to respect your power tools, because they are dangerous, and if you don't have the respect for them, that's when you get careless. And having zero clearance inserts like this will really help those pieces from not sinking down into your saw, because I really don't use any other plates besides my zero clearance. Pretty much it. I hope to get started on a project, and there goes my light again. That stupid light won't stay on. I hope to get started on a project this weekend. I don't have a babysitter for Saturday, which is tomorrow, so I don't know what I'll be able to get done, but maybe Sunday I can do something. I don't know. I hope to have a video out pretty soon, but there's no guarantee. I hope to get on the assembly table really quick, because I'm tired of not having one. I really want a nice big assembly table, because I got more stuff I got to store. So hope you guys have a great night, and hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you with my next project build. Take care, guys.